Anything can really happen.
You get one shot.
It's the excitement, the pace, the way that something can be so tenuous yet so positive, the movement is super athletic.
Fairly fit body, lots of endurance, but I think you need a really good mindset.
Every competition is different, every structure is different, every route is different.
It's really cool, like nothing you've done.
Vertical sprints.
70% of your mind, 30% of your power and speed, and
you use all parts of your body, like hands and legs, and also like core strength is very important.
There's a big component to it also of being able to visualize ahead and pick the right holds to get on the ice and know what a good spot is to take. With the dual format, you're racing against your partners. There's some mind games that happen there.
You have to be able to time a lot harder than the route is going to be.
Lots of decision making. It's more technical than just rock climbing. There's so many ways to use the tools.
The route is, for example, 25 holes, 25 problems, puzzle.
Every athlete has their own creative approach to solving the challenges set by the route setters.
sometimes I feel a bit scared, but I think I'm enjoying that kind of feeling.
It's an amazing community.
Everybody supports each other no matter if there's a language barrier. You still try to help each other as much as possible.
Ice climbing is a really interesting sport from a community perspective because it kind of transcends all boundaries. All different nations sat at the tables together, eating together, competing together. It's really a family as opposed to a circuit of competitors. I've never experienced a sport or a community quite like that I found in ice climbing. Welcome to the 2019 UIAA Ice Climbing World Tour. My name's Liam Lonsdale and we are about to get the first round underway. We're here in Asia, the first of 3 continents that we're going to be visiting, including Europe and North America. 3 of the 4 defending champions are here to protect their titles. Welcome to Cheongsong. Good afternoon and welcome to Cheongsong, a very rainy Cheongsong in fact here, slightly milder than we were expecting. My name's Liam Lonsdale and I'm delighted to be welcoming you guys to the first semi-finals of the 2019 UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup season. I'll be looking after you for the entire season, all the way through Asia, Europe and North America, and I'm very excited to be doing so. The competition will be getting underway in just a few minutes' time, and before we do, we wanted to give you the update on how you can get in touch with us here at the UIAA. You can, of course, use that hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing. You can contact me directly on @Liam Lonsdale, and of course, get in touch with the UIAA using @UIAA Mountains. Those work on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and we will be very much looking forward to hearing from you guys. Also, you can drop comments in the comments box on both YouTube and Facebook. We will very much look forward to hearing from you guys. Where are you tuning in from? Who are you tuning in and watching for? Start lists. We already have climbers on the wall. We're going to run through those very quickly. Let's quickly go through to the women's start list out now. Climbing in reverse order: of Korea, Cheongsong. She'll be followed by Olga Kozek of Poland, Son Sunga of Korea, Daria Minina of Russia, Mira Alhonso of Finland, Mi Young Ham of Korea, Enni Bertling of Finland, Marianne Filipova of Russia, Runhwa Jeong of Korea, Marion Thomas of France, Coralie Jury of France, Narai Song of Korea, Zina Gertz of Switzerland, Jungmin Kim of Korea, Maria Tolokanina of Russia, and Wonseon Shin of Korea. Top two qualifiers: Switzerland's Laura van Almen and Ireland's Emma McSwiggan. Let's go straight to the action and check out how Korea's Cheongsong is doing already. So she's up to clip number 1. Of course, this is the first time that we've seen these routes. Very impressive structure here in Cheongsong. Big lock off that right hand up to the left hand side of that volume by clip number 2. Matching on the underside there by clip number 2 into that Stein. We've got people tuning in, getting involved in the comments already. Good morning to Zach and Przemek. And also on Facebook as well. Good morning to Francois and to Xavier. If you are tuning in, let us know where you are tuning in from. Who are you cheering for? Climbing right now, Korea's Cheongsong. Placed 15th at this competition last year. So did make semi-finals. Big Fig 4 over that right hand as she locks down onto that left. Despite this very rainy Cheongsong, we've got lots of people here to watch this competition. taking a second to rest at clip number 5. This route made 13 clips in total. Approaching the steepest section of the route now. She traverses rightwards and will then move through the horizontal roof. From my limited preview of this route, I can tell you that there is no ice on the women's route. Certainly in the women's semi-final route. There will be some ice on the men's. First men's climber will be Sergei Tarasov. He's almost ready to begin, and I'll quickly run you through the men's start list. We won't have the graphic, but I will tell you who's in that semi-final lineup. Again, in reverse order, Sergei Tarasov will be out first. Masato Nakajima of Japan, Gihado Kadota of Japan, Nathan Claire of France, Anton Nemov of Russia, Min-chol Kim of Korea, Kevin Lindlau of the USA, Jung Kook Seo of Korea, Anton Grebenikov, younger brother of Dmitry, will be out in 11th place. 9th place. Kwangmin Lee of 10th. Dmitry Grebenikov, the older brother, out of Russia in 11th. Hyung Park, Korea's king of the ice, out in 12th. Alexei Dengin of Russia in 13. Youngyeon Lee 14. Changhyun Lee 15. Young Hye Kwon 16. Qualifying in 2nd place and out 17th, Mohammad Reza Safdarian. And of course, first place qualifying, no surprises, Russia's Nikolai Kozlovlev. Amazing form, which was demonstrated at the first ever combined World Championship event in Moscow back in December. Feels like an age ago now. Happy New Year to you guys that are joining us. Another season begins. It's good to be back. Octus Song there, just fig foring over a rope. Needs to take care with that leg that she doesn't get herself tangled up. And in stark contrast to the women's route, the men's route does have lots of ice on it. Be interesting to see how the quality varies in this warmer weather that we're experiencing here. Octus Song falling there, struggling on that move. Looks a little winded from that move. See Tarasov already moving past clip 2 up to number 3. Tarasov matching there on the left hand to reach out with that right, kicking in with that single point into the yellow volume there. So Tarasov using that Stein there on the other side of that volume. Big reach off the left hand into another Stein. A lot of body tension there. Stepping moving his body weight left, shifting his center of gravity to allow himself to switch hands. It's going to be a powerful move. You can see that next hold up and left underneath that volume. Technical routes so far. Places that hook with the left hand. Another powerful move. Tarasov looking very controlled. Chief route setter at this competition is, of course, Kim Jong-hyun, world-renowned route setter, the master of this Cheongsong ice tower. Bit of a genius when it comes to finding the balance between difficulty and speed. Such a big structure here. 11 clips total for the men on this route. So in the top left-hand corner of your screen, you can see Poland's Olga Kozek, but we're going to stick on the big screen with Sergei Tarasov. You can see him reaching off that big ice block into the fig four over the right hand, sorry. Tarasov moving really nicely, very controlled as you would expect for someone with his experience. As we've seen in years gone by, mastering this competition is really about going fast. The athletes that move the fastest, the ones that get the highest. Generally not that difficult in terms of the technical difficulty of the routes, but the sheer height and distance of this wall means that these climbers have to move quickly. Tarasov again moving to the third ice block through this horizontal section. Tarasov just trying to decide which part of the ice to use. You can see the red section on top is out of bounds. He's not allowed to use that top section at all for hands or feet. There's some pre-drilled sections, which are the blue parts of the ice. And you can see that ice. It's very wet. The temperature here milder than we would have anticipated. It's normally significantly colder, usually in the region of about -10 to -15. This morning when we woke up to snow, just gradually turned to sleet and fine rain. Oh, and Tarasov's off. It's the end of his attempt. Next up in the men's competition will be Masato Nakajima. Let's take a look at Olga Kozek as she moves up towards clip number 4. Little foot pop there from Olga. Qualified in 17th place. Very passionate ice climber, Olga. She puts a lot of time and effort into training for this Ice Climbing World Cup season. Consistent semi-finalist. Oh, and she's off. That's very low. That's a very low fall from Olga Kozek. Didn't look decisive in that move. Lost the body tension. You can see by her body language she's not happy with that. Looks slightly confused as to what happened. It's a shame for Olga Kozek. Almost certainly no finals for her with that low fall. Next climber will be another Korean in the women's competition. It will be Sunga Son. And of course, on the men's route, as I mentioned, Masato Nakajima. Just preparing and getting his jacket off there. Wearing bib number 12 is Masato Nakajima of Japan.
지금 오른쪽에는 넘버 12번 일본의 나카지마 마사토 선수 올라가고 있습니다.
Big deep lock off that left hand to start. Good body tension, good rotation, dropping that right knee to take the right hand. Got a very interesting grip on that there. A backhand with the left, switches to a front grip with the right, and high grip with the left there. Front on, keeping that tension, really nice. In your split screen, you will see bib number 116, Sunga Son of Korea, beginning her route. Masato Nakajima approaches the first section of ice in the men's semi-final. If you are just joining us, welcome to Cheongsong, South Korea. You're watching the men's and women's lead semi-final of the first round of the 2019 UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup. My name is Liam Lonsdale. You can, of course, drop us a comment in the chat box. You can also get in touch with us using the hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing. Oh, wow. There was that replay of Olga Kozek. Just saw again how she felt. You can also use at UIAA Mountains to contact the UIAA directly. Masato Nakajima moving rightwards. You see the judges there paying close attention to the action. Sticks the move second time round. Masato Nakajima stepping into that yellow volume now, wrapping the left hand to reach over with the right. Sato Nakajima shaking out in that Fig 9 position. You can see the move that he's going to do. Big deep lock into the Stein. Just short, but hits it second time. Cheeks on that Kukunogi pick, just holding, biting into that volume. Steps across, matches on that tool. Oh, just adjust that sketchy move, but paid off. Tension looks good. Big reach up with that right hand, hits it first time. Starting to move more decisively now. Much better from Masato Nakajima. That clock ticking down. Belay playing close attention there as Masato Nakajima approaches second section of ice, the steepest section of the route. You can see the women's route now. Nice to see that there. Sunga Son moving through the steepest section. This is of course where we saw Okdo Song falling. Sunga Son move through there much cleaner, less tangle of the legs. Hopefully feeling a little fresher as she makes the progress onto the underside of that yellow volume. Flicks into the Fig 9, left leg over left hand. Makes clip number 8. Masato Nakajima really starting to look flustered and tired now in this steep section. Yeah, that's all game over for him. You could see he was feeling pumped. So, Sunga Son now moving up through clip 9, making good progress towards clip number 10. Throws the right leg over the left hand in that Stein. He's starting to see those longer extenders at that steepest section. Big lock off that right hand. She approaches the head wall, but it's time up for her. Good support from the local crowd. Next climbers will be Gihado Kadota of Japan in the men's competition, and it will be Daria Menina of Russia in the women's competition. Good efforts from both athletes there, and Sunga Son put in a solid effort. Getting to clip number 10, that's going to put her into provisional first place, of course. Expect those positions to change somewhat with 15 further athletes to climb in the women's.
선수가 준비를 합니다. 기하도 선수 출발합니다.
Wasting no time at all, Guijardo Cadota, bib number 11, moving very quickly up that right hand side towards clip number 1. First clip always pre-clipped in this competition. Nice and high in this semi-finals, which is quite nice. It means that we can get things underway nice and quickly. Also means that the athletes can get flowing, really move confidently through those initial sequences to get some momentum as they then approach clip number 2, the first that they have to clip. On that screen is bib number 130, Daria Minina of Russia. Tall, athletic athlete. Guijardo Cadota, another taller athlete, 6 foot. Bridging out between the two structures. Taking the left hand in the ice barrel. Steps low to shift his center of gravity. Alexander Watson asks, how do the climbers get their axes back when they fall? It's a great question. Behind the structure are actually a series of platforms and ladders. Depending on the height of where the axe is stuck, there are technicians that can quickly get to that part of the route and retrieve the axe. They all have poles that they kind of poke the axes off with. If it's slightly lower on the route, then they'll do that from the ground. Good question. If you do have a question yourself, then put it in the comments box. We love to hear from you here at the UIAA. You can, of course, get in touch with me directly as well on @LiamLonsdale, or use the hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing. Moving now between clips 4 and 5. Guijardo Cadota looking a little bit tired. He's got a bit of a shake. See if he can keep it together. In the steepest section of the route now, fully horizontal. Cuts loose and then throws the left leg into the figure 9. See him moving through that steep ice barrel. That is almost certainly melting. Japan's Guijardo Cadota. He's going to have to make another move before he can clip that rope. due to his leg position. Switches to the Fig 4 over the left hand. Connor Worms asking how did the Americans do today? They did well. We have Kevin Lindlow competing 7th today, so reverse that. That means he qualified in 11th position. He was the only American athlete to qualify for the lead semi-finals. The other athletes ever so close. You can of course find the results at results.theuiaa.org. There's a full and comprehensive list of results from every single event, but specifically this event as well, available on there. Just choose 2019 season, Cheongsong lead qualifiers, and then men or women to see the respective athletes. Starting to look really gassed now, Guijarro Cadota. Opting for that high grip, which looks like it's loosening. It's a big reach. Needs to be high over the hand. Yeah, you can just see he's short of that move. Needs to be totally locked in on that left hand and then really, really high with the right leg. He needs to be really in the crook of his elbow. No, too tired. Game over for Guijarro Cadota. Next men's climber will be Nathan Claire of France. While that was happening, Daria Menina also fell. Next climber in the women's competition will be Finland's Mira Alhonswo. Stick with us for the action.
박수 한번 보내주시기 바라겠습니다. 네, 수고하셨습니다.
So here is Mira Alhonswo, bib 102. Mira Alhonswo on that left side for Finland, climbing now, and then on the right side momentarily will be Nathan Claire of France, bib 006. Current first place in the women's competition is Sunga Son of Korea. The men's competition current first place is the Albatross himself, Sergei Tarasov. Mira had a pretty solid qualifying round. Looks really good on that first route. Didn't quite go to plan on the second route, but she'd done enough in the first round to Connor's asking, who are the favourites to win this comp? That is a very good question. Remaining impartial, I wouldn't like to say. And certainly looking at those qualifying results, it's not an easy one. In the women's competition, 2 climbers that you would have put on the top, or maybe the 3 climbers, Song, Shin and Tolokonina, were 3rd, 15th and 12th respectively, or rather the other way around. 3rd, oh I can't do the maths, 3rd, 4th and 6th respectively rather. First place qualifier was Emma McSwiggan of Ireland, second place qualifier was Laura van Olmen of Switzerland. And the men's competition is a little bit more predictable. Safdarian, the Iranian, qualified in second place behind Kozovlev. No change really from competition in Moscow just a few weeks ago. Both were looking on top form then. Mira Alhonswo locks down that left fig 4 to cross over herself and place that right hook. Switches hands just to reach down and make a clip at number 5. So far so good with 4 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock for Mira Alhonswo. So as Mira steps rightwards into this groove, this hanging groove, she'll kick in to step high into the little hanging pillar there, and then leftwards into the horizontal section. That's the steepest part of the route. And you can see on the right hand side of your screen there, Nathan Claire of France also making good progress, moving through that second ice barrel. Both climbers in the horizontal section of the routes. Key with these steeper sections is to move. Oh, that's not good for Mira. Now, I didn't. Oh, she's off. I was going to say, didn't quite see where her axe caught. If the judges deem that she's dropped her axe, then her attempt would have been over anyway, but I think she's going to be disappointed with that. It's kind of hard to work out what happened. It looked like she maybe misplaced one of her tools, didn't get the fig 4 in, spun out, didn't have the shoulder stability to slow that swing down, then dropped the axe. Let's have a look what happened there. The right axe actually caught on a harness. She knew that it was trouble. Tricky situation. Now we can go straight to Nathan Claire of France as he now moves up off that ice barrel. Needs to get off that block up with the right hand. Hard move this. We already saw Guijarro Cadota of France falling here, but he's looking much better with that right leg position. Deep lock, just short with that right hand. Nathan Claire, one of 2 French male athletes. The Ladavon brothers aren't here, but we do have Pierre Boucher and Nathan in attendance, only Nathan qualifying. Takes a second to shake. Opting to go left hand this time, shorter with the left hand, so it's definitely the right that he needs to use. The women's competition, you can see on that inset on your screen, is Young Mi Ham of Korea, starting her route. This move really going to be tiring Nathan. He's going to be feeling fatigued every second longer that he hangs there. Oh, and he was just short that time. Oh, he's still short. Fatigue's really going to be setting in now. 20 seconds left on the clock for him. Oh no! He was about to time out, but it was fatigue that got him in the end. Great effort from France's Nathan Claire.
Let's give him a big hand.
You can just see really fatigue got the better of him here. Just lost it on that last time, caught attention, went, gave everything he had. And so Young Mi Ham of Korea climbs now towards clip number 3. Makes 3, and now she's going to have to do a big step off that right hand. High left, big swing, hits it easily. Oh, just misses that. There it is, second time. Uses that Stein with the right hand. 25 countries represented here in total. Has that left hand in the backhand grip, switches it to the right. Oh, look at this, matches in with the opposite tool. Interesting tactics. You can see the next move is just to the left of the hanging carabiner of clip 5. On your screen as well in the top left hand corner, we can see Russia's Anton Yemov beginning his route. And that's clip number 5 made. Big reach out with that right hand. Takes it in her stride nicely. She's moving really well now. Needs to pick up that momentum with only 3 minutes 10 seconds remaining. Stein with the right hand and reaches up with the left. Fig 9 over that left leg, left hand, switches to the 4 over the right. Moving through the horizontal roof. As I've said, the key is speed here, needs to move through this section as quickly as possible. Get onto that head wall. 13 clips total for the women's route, 11 for the men. Making good progress now. Just needs to take care of that rope under the leg. Doesn't want to get tangled in that. Just trying to shake some of that tiredness out of the left hand and the right hand as she doesn't quite make that clip there at number 8. That's frustrating for her. Precious seconds wasted, precious energy wasted. There it goes, she makes it second time round. Needs to get out of this steep section as quick as possible. She's got a timeout with 5 seconds left on the clock now. That's her attempt over, and we'll be able to take a look any second now at Anton Yemov of Russia. So there he is, Russia's Anton Yemov, bib number 41, making clip number 6 right now. Oh no! Yemov just dropped his axe, and that's game over for him. Be good to see a replay to see exactly what happened there, but a dropped axe is immediate end of attempt. So he had that right hand in the axe behind him. Oh, it was in his mouth and he didn't quite have the grip. How frustrating. That's a heartbreaker for Anton Yemov. Rookie error. Much better known for his speed climbing, but he was certainly looking in control in that lead. It's game over for him. We'll have 2 new climbers any second now, with Finland's Enni Bertling will be joining us in the women's competition, and in the men's it'll be Kim Min-cho of Korea. There she is. 2 years ago, at this very competition, Enni Bertling made her first ever lead World Cup final. Will she make another final here? Maybe Cheongsong's her lucky round. Let's see. Here she goes. Bib 103, Finland's Enni Bertling.
We have a competitor representing Korea, Kim Min-chul. On your left-hand side, we have a competitor from Finland, Bertling Enni.
Looking very tentative to begin here.
우리 예쁜 꼬마 두 친구들은 아마 옷 챙기는 선수와 그래서 열심히 응원을 해주고 있습니다. 너무너무 보기가 좋습니다.
어머님께서 이렇게 열정적으로 응원해 주시니까 맹기들도 함께 즐겁게 응원하잖아요. 진심인 것 같아요.
So Enni Bertling moving really well, but like I said, tentative through those first moves. As she gets higher, I expect we'll see much more momentum from Enni. As I said, this route is as much about speed as it is about precision. You've got to get up to those higher clips to really give yourself a solid chance of qualifying. Very tall athlete, Enni. Clip number 5 made, and Enni Bertling getting the centre of gravity below that right hand volume. Taking a second to shake. Not moving quite with the urgency that I'd like to see from her at this point. 3 minutes 25 on the clock. At this pace, she'll be lucky to make it out of that steep roof section. As we've already seen, athletes are going to need to get past at least clip 10 to be in with a solid chance of finals. The likes of Hanare Song, Maria Tolokanina, Wonseon Shin all too well know that these routes are about speed, and they'll be powering through that section immediately. That's 4 places that are taken. Factor in the likes of Marianne Thomas, who's had some good rounds here in the past. Ewan McSween, of course, who's basically a local. All of a sudden becomes more of a challenge to qualify for that final. Little cut loose there from Annie, but she kicks back quickly into the wall. Big lock. Drops that left leg over the, right leg over the left hand for the fig four. We could see over on that right hand side Kim Min-chol of Korea, also in the horizontal route section, wearing bib number 018. Enni Bertling now starting to pick up the pace a little bit. She'll know that she needs to go faster. 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock for her. Oh, she's just fallen there. Pumped for sure. It'd be interesting to see that on the replay, exactly what happened there. It was difficult to see, but it looked like maybe she just pumped out. Oh, her right hand popped. She was fully committed to that left hand. Ah, yeah, just tired on the left hand. She was in that figure four. She was trying to reach with the right. I'd say that was all pump. I don't think that's going to be enough to qualify for Enni Bertling. Kim Min-chol falls at the same time. Next climbers will be Mariam Filipova of Russia and Kevin Lindlau of the USA. They'll be out with us in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. If you are just joining us, a very warm welcome to Cheongsong here for the first semi-finals of the 2019 Ice Climbing World Cup season. My name's Liam Lonsdale. You can get in touch with me directly on @Liam Lonsdale on all the social media platforms. You can get in touch with us at the UIAA using the hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing, or of course at UIAA Mountains. So there he is, wearing bib number 49 from the USA. It's Kevin Lindlau, 24 years old, competed last year, 34th in Saas-Fee and 20th in Rabenstein. He's already bettered both of those results. Let's see how he fares here today. And in screen we can see Mariam Filipova. Qualified a little lower than we would have expected her to as normal. Climbing 8th today. One of the very well-known Russian athletes. So Kevin Lindlau moves up to the ice barrel at clip number 1. I know there's a lot of people tuned in, cheering on for Kevin.
Competitor from Russia, Maria.
If you are enjoying the broadcast, then please do share it. Hit that share button. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. The more people that like and share the broadcast, the more people that see it.
자리를 완전히 잡았어요. 다른 분들은 지금 다 들어가셨어요. 근데 봐요. 우리 또 꼬마 친구는 자리를 딱 잡았습니다. 지금 응원하려고 자리 잡고 있고요.
Kevin moving with good pace so far in these early moves. Come on, Kevin. Pick up that pace. Reaches up with the right hand into the Stein on the volume. Just looking to check that position. I'd like to see him moving with a little bit more confidence. Time really is of the essence on this route. You can see there Filipova on that left-hand side. They're looking solid on her route. Definitely a name that we would expect to see in the finals here as she makes clip number 5. We can see both athletes climbing really well through those sections. Filipova with 4 minutes 13 on the clock. Lindlow almost the same time, 4:05 on the clock for him now, just a few seconds ahead. Need to see both athletes exploding with that pace now through the steep section. Kevin Lindlow at clip number 5. Reaching back for that long extended clip 6. Nice work from him. There's Filipova moving up into the steep roof section for her route. Kevin moving really aggressively through this section. It's exactly what we like to see. Gliding through those 4s and 9s. Really nice work from Kevin there. Early across into that ice block, into the 9 over the right hand. Come on, Kevin. Now, what I'd really like to see from Kevin now is first time moving up off this block. We've seen a lot of athletes falling here. In fact, only Guijarro Cadota has touched the next hold, which puts him in first place right now. Kevin needs to get a deep lock over that left hand. He's read that really well. Into the high grip on the left. Fig four with the right leg. Oh, he's just going to take a second. Really nice sequence so far from him there, though. Big reach. Needs to generate a little bit of momentum. The left leg under that block will give him a bit of a kick. Come on, Kevin. Don't stall out now. Oh, it's just short. It really needs to get the leg over. The deeper the better on this one. Oh, come on, Kevin. Don't give up now, big guns. You can see that rope drag's giving him a little problem. You can see he's getting more and more tired. This is all on the arms. He really needs to get some holds. Even just a touch on that. This is such a shame. Come on, Kevin, fight. Filipova fallen there before the roof section. Another low fall, and there's Kevin's off as well. Both athletes foiled by that roof section. Great effort from the young American. Whether or not it'll be enough for the semi-finals, we'll have to wait and see. I have a feeling that it probably won't. But a great start to the season for him. Definitely a difficult move. Not one of the 7 athletes that have climbed so far have managed to surpass that move. Just getting a glimpse there of the building behind the structure. Whilst it doesn't look like there are many spectators stood outside, there's a few rows of seats inside. Fairly large number of people sat watching this competition from the comfort of some warm, dry chairs. And I do not blame them. On your screens now, Jung-Woon Hwa of Korea, bib number 113. And joining us on the right-hand side in just a second in the men's competition will be Jong-Hook Seo of Korea. There he is. We'll do our best to give you try that again. We'll do our best to give you the best of both climbers as they go. If you are just joining us, a very warm welcome to the first lead semi-finals of the 2019 UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup. My name is Liam Lonsdale, and I'll be looking after you for the duration of the season. We had some issues with equipment for this competition. One of the bags actually got lost, so we're running off some skeleton commentary set. It will be with us in time for tomorrow, so expect a full commentary tomorrow with a co-commentator for the finals of speed and the finals of lead. Big thank you to the team at QTV. They'll be with us all season, creating some stunning visuals, giving us the best of all the action. You can follow those guys on @QTV Sports on all the main social media channels. And there's a spotlight illuminating the wall for the athletes now as we start to lose the light of the day. Local time here in Cheongsong is 5 p.m. or 5 past 5. West coast of the USA is currently midnight Pacific time. Europe somewhere in between those two, about 8 or 9 hours behind. Wherever you are tuning in from, it's great to have you on board. Why not let us know in the comments where you're watching from and who you're cheering for? A couple of the judges there. There's Babak Zianamin of Iran, one of the judges. Just over, or rather we're at halfway now in the women's competition. One athlete behind in the men's. Love to hear from you at the UIAA, so get in touch with us at UIAA Mountains is the tag, and the hashtag is #UIAA Ice Climbing. Winwa Jung just stepping out rightwards to clip number 4. Reaching up to the volume with that right hand. You can see those holds have multiple different shapes and spaces on them. The athletes having to read from the ground which are the best spots to take the holds, and of course read the sequences, which hand to take it with, which grip to take it with. So a really nice example of that with Kevin Lindlow on that last route. Reaching across with the right hand into the Stein. See on the right hand side there, that black and white banner, Outdoor Research. They're the new title sponsor of the UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup. Great to have their support. Sign a long-term deal with the UIAA. This tour would not be possible without their support. The North Face logo that you see there, local sponsor of the competition, a long-term sponsor of this Cheongsong round. 2 North American brands. And of course the tour returns to North America this year. The Ice Climbing World Cup will be in Cheongsong. We're in Cheongsong. We'll be in Denver, Colorado in a few weeks' time. If you're in the area, why not pop in? It's going to be in downtown Denver. Oh, look at that! If you can just see in the back of the screen, bib number 24, Jung Kook Seo. He's got his axe stuck in the ice barrel opposite. And he's trying to jump to it. And he's hit it! He's caught it! Good lad! You can see his feet there. There it is on the inset of the screen. Oh, and he's off the ice! Blue on that right hand. Oh, wow. The ice condition really deteriorating there. That was for sure the warm weather that's caused him a problem. After what was a fantastic recovery, he was out of there. Anyway, back to Woonwha Jeong. Moving through that roof section now. Big tunes from the DJ here in Cheongsong. Makes clip number 8. Starts to make the moves towards clip number 9. We've still not seen anyone get past clip 10.
하나, 둘, 셋! 목소리가 작아요. 하나, 둘, 셋! 파이팅!
25 seconds on the clock. It's been the issue for a lot of these athletes. Just not moving fast enough through those low moves, and regardless of that time, Woonwha Jeong looks like she's pumped out. She's down. Just another 2 new athletes now. In the women's route, we'll have Marion Thomas of France. And in the men's route, a new athlete for this season, the younger brother of the bear himself. It's Russia's Anton Grebennikov. having a couple of issues, it would appear, with the ropes, getting the athletes tied in. Or rather, untied in this issue, is the issue in this instance. Women's route is about to begin. Marion Thomas, bib number 105. First French athlete in the women's competition, second French athlete to climb this evening.
On your left arm, we have Thomas Maria from France.
Marion already looking like she's moving a little faster than some of the athletes that have gone before her. ...23 years old. Last season, placed 8th in Saas-Fee and 5th in Rabenstein. Love to see her in finals again today. You might have to excuse me there. Made a slight error. She placed 17th in Saas-Fee and 8th in Rabenstein. Was looking at the wrong list. Makes clip number 3. Really good pace to start here. Marion moving really well to start here. Big 4 over that right hand to lock down and place the left tool there. Good clip. Good tension on that right shoulder. You can see the head of the axe moving slightly there for Marion Thomas, but didn't seem to bother her as she dug those feet in and really stood high into them. Big swing with that right hand into the Stein with the right. Nice high kicks. Good fast movement. Looking really good so far. 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock for Marion Thomas. Again, I'd like to see her picking up that pace as she hits the steeper section. So here we go, makes clip number 6. Just looking for the best position on that hold as she reaches out with the left hand, cuts loose with both feet. Nice lock, and then into that fig 9 with the left leg. Very, very warm welcome to Alessandra Davanzo tuning in on Facebook. Hello, Cat. Marion Tomas just fiddling with that clip, looking to get into that next part of the sequence and get towards clip 8. There it is. Into the figure 9 with that left leg again. 2 minutes 14 on the clock. She's moving well through this section. One of the fastest athletes we've had to this point. Needs to keep up that momentum. Definitely needs to be getting past clip 10 if she wants to be in with a solid chance of semi-finals. In that top left-hand corner of your screen now, you can see Anton Grebennikov. Oh, Marion's fallen! Another low fall! What happened there? Oh. Cheongsong takes another victim. She knows that that's a low fall. On the left hand. Oh, she just boxed out. Left hand tired in that figure 9 position. Just didn't quite have enough to readjust. Oh, gutted. I don't think that'll be enough to see Marion Tomas in finals, but we will have to wait and see. We can, of course, tune over to Anton Grebennikov now, the younger brother of Dmitry Grebennikov. Moving around that third block of ice in the steep section. He's got 1 minute and 18 seconds on the clock. Let's see how he fares with this move. Into the figure 9 over the right, onto the fig 4 with the left, exactly as we've seen it read already. Now, has he got the power to reach up on this big lock? It's caused all the athletes problems. First time, no, he's off, pops straight away. His left arm already in that fig 4 position. Just tired out. Very difficult move. Very difficult move indeed. Let's just see that again. Watch his left hand. Slips off before he could even get up there. Not bad for his first ever World Cup. On your screen now, another French athlete, bit number 104 is Coralie Jarry. If you are just joining us, a very warm welcome to Cheongsong for the first semi-finals of the 2019 UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup. My name's Liam Lonsdale and I'm delighted to be with you, and I will be for the entire season. Stephen, or rather Steph Gooden, my apologies, has tuned in from Australia. Hello Steph and welcome. Steph asks, could you please explain the scoring? Well, I will do my best. Each clip is numbered 1 through 13 in the women's route, 1 through 11 in the men's route. Athletes must clip each clip in succession. Each clip gives them the score corresponding to that number. So, for example, if they clip number 3, then their score is 3. Each hold between the clip then has a corresponding score. So, for example, if there are 3 holds between hole clips 3 and 4, then you could get 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. You can then get a third score, which is how you use that hold. So if you use it fully, you get a higher score than if you use it partially or just tap it. So the aim is to get to the top, of course. Then it's to get the highest possible number of clips, and then it's the use of the highest holds between clips. Hope that is clear. If you want to see the results, Rich Lindlau has already said there you can find the results online. If you go to results.theuiaa.org, the results are updated live, and I will actually paste a link for you. That's how good I am to you. I will paste a link in the chat box on both the YouTube and Facebook channels so that you guys can see the results. Very easy to do. Coralie Jarry on that left-hand side there on your screen. Climbing pretty well to start. Ale Cora. Marianne Thomas falling low, so Francis Hopes very much pinned on Cora. Nathan Claire also falling lower than I would have expected. So with the 3 French athletes, we are at the 3rd. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, then make sure you hit that like button, hit the love button, hit the wow button, and why not share the broadcast as well? We love to see as many faces watching this broadcast as possible. Cora Jarry making good progress on this lower section. Good pace so far. Often Cora can be a little slower on the routes. Cora Jarry into that hanging groove now and approaching the steep section. So there she goes now into that steepest section of the route. Moving quite well so far. 2 minutes on the clock, just over, in fact, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. In that steep section now, Cora Jarry again moving quickly. Let's see if this next move causes her any trouble. Kicking in to the underside of the structure with that left leg for some stability. Very warm welcome to Masood Zainali, who's tuned in on YouTube. Great to have you on board. Great athlete in his own right. We're missing you here this season. So here's Cora on the underside of that box at clip 9. Oh, and she's off. Another athlete falls victim to clip number 9. In the inset there, you saw Kwang Min Lee, who just fell off his route. In the men's competition, we have 8 athletes remaining. The next one will be the bear himself, Dmitry Grabenikov. The women's competition, we have 6 athletes remaining. Out next will be Korea's Narai Song. Let's see if we can take a look at the results so far. I can certainly get them here. Whether or not we can get them on the screen is another matter, but don't worry, I'll do my best to give the results. Let me see where we are in the men's semi-final so far. First place is Kevin Lindlow of the USA. Second place, Kim Min-chol of Korea. Third place, Gihado Kadota of Japan. Fourth place, Nathan Claire of France. Fifth place, Anton Grabenikov of Russia. Sixth place, Sergei Tarasov of Russia. Jungkook Seo of Korea in 7th. Anton Yemov of Russia in 8th. And Masato Nakajima of Japan in 9th. Those are the results as they stand. Kevin Lindlow, not in a bad position at all there, depending on how the next men climb. And really, it's anyone's game, we could say, after this has been so far. He's in a decent position there for the finals. Don't want to jinx him, but let's wait and see what happens. Dmitry Grabenikov on your screen there. One of the biggest athletes in the competition. Big frame, big guns. In the women's competition, 10th place is Poland's Olga Kozek. 9th place is Daria Menina of Russia. 8th place, Finland's Mira Alhonswo. 7th place is Okto Song of Korea. 6th place, Mariam Filipova of Russia. 5th place, Annie Bertling of Finland. Wonwa Cheong of 4th in Korea. Youngmi Ham, also of Korea, in 3rd. Marion Thomas of France in 2nd. And 1st place is Sunga Son. Cora Jareen not in those results yet, so that'll change for sure. Marion Thomas currently sitting in a qualifying position at that rate, but we'll have to wait and see. Grabenikov kicking hard. I think the whole wall just shook as he kicked that left foot in there. Very warm welcome to Marianne van der Steen. There is Nare Song, Hanarai Song, one of the top athletes of this circuit over the last few years. And of course, she's won here several times. She won here back in 2015. She won here in 2017. She placed 3rd here last year. She'll be looking to add to that medal tally this weekend here in Cheongsong. We're in bib number 117. Last year alone, Nare Song took 2 golds and 1 bronze. Very interested to see how she does with this route. Of course, this is her local wall, so to speak. Dmitry Grubenikov there, you can see in the top left-hand corner of your screen, into that steeper section. It'll be very interesting to see how he goes into that second barrel. The athletes forced to go leftwards here because they have to make clip number 7 before they then come back and right. Cheongsong moving rather fluidly to clip number 4. 5 minutes 15 seconds on the clock for her, 3 minutes 30 on the clock for Grubenikov. Clip number 5 made there, very smooth. Cheongsong, very smooth indeed. I wonder if we can get another look at Dmitry Grubenikov as he moves onto that crux section. Cheongsong looking solid at clip number 5. Right, here he is. Let's look at Grubenikov at this point. Cheongsong in that hanging groove, heading rightwards, but it's Grubenikov that I want to show. Particularly, every male athlete has fallen here so far. Nobody has managed to get past this move. Bit of a stopper move. Grubenikov, one of the taller, more powerful athletes. Will he have a chance? Looks hesitant to start. Shaking out that left hand. Gets the high grip with the left and the high fig 4. Big reach. Oh, he stumps up the first time. He actually hits the underside of that hold. Can he do it second time? Shakes again. High fig 4 onto the wrist. Back to the 9. No, back to the 4. He's gone for a lower grip this time. Oh, he's so close. Going to shake out again. Onto the 4 over the left hand. Cheongsong in the main screen. Looking a little tangled as she approaches that steep roof section. Moving through the horizontal now. Grubenikov one more time. Oh, he's short again. Is this a route setting error? Or is it just too tiring for these athletes? Hard to say at this point. Of course, we have more athletes to come. But this guy's certainly one of the biggest. And if he's struggling, you know it's hard. Still short. Grubenikov unable to make that move. Davai, Dmitry, come on. 1 minute on the clock for him. That's a hell of a long time to hang in this one position. But still enough time to make some good progress. Oh, he's using everything, but he's got nothing. He's just an inch short every time. Cheongsong moving out of that position on clip number 9 now. Grubenikov with one more attempt. Oh, he's just shot. Oh, and he's off. Just too tired. And he's whipped around the rope, and we can stick with Cheongsong now as she moves out of clip number 9. Great work from QTV there, giving us both action-packed routes at the same time. Cheongsong moving rightwards. Grubenikov should get points for sheer persistence at that point. Cheongsong on the right-hand side of that route now. Moving over to clip number 10. Into the Stein. And with over a minute 25 on the clock, still plenty of time for her to really get high on this route. Sung Ah Son still in first place, But with that hold, Nare Song now goes into provisional first place in the women's semi-final. Great effort there from one of the real all-time classic athletes in this competition. Another deep lock with the left hand. Just short of clip number 11. She kicks in with the left leg, reaches over herself. Joining us on the right-hand side, wearing bib number 23, is the man himself, another stunning athlete in this competition. He's won here so many times, Cheong Park. And look at him, he's moving so confidently already. If we can keep a split screen on these two athletes, that'd be amazing. Nare Song on clip number 11, moving easily. Look at that, she's cruising to clip number 12. 15 seconds or just over 15 seconds on the clock. Is it enough to get to the top? I think not, but certainly a comfortable high point. Let's see how she does here. Time's almost up. That next hold is the penultimate one. That's time for her. Great effort. They'll let her top, but it won't count. Amazing effort from Nare Song, and climbs into first place here comfortably in Cheongsong, South Korea, in this women's semi-final. So let's get straight over to the men's route. Nare Song waves to the crowd, shows her gratitude. And now let's stick with the man himself, Cheong Park. Came out of retirement again. This guy's retired more times than I can count. King of Cheongsong. Placed third here last year. It was the only competition that he did of the season. He won here the year before, and in fact, he won in Sasfei and Rabenstein and Champagny. Took the overall gold medal. Guess what? He won here the year before that as well. Big reach with the right hand.
우측에서 경기를 펼치고 있는 23번 대한민국의 박희용 선수는 2017년도에 바로 이곳에서
Cheong Park
금메달을 차지한 바가
in that reverse grip. Very tenuous position, uses that left hand to get a little bit more torque on it.
여러분들 응원의 박수 한번 부탁드리겠습니다.
I would like to take this opportunity to welcome the Cara clan. Tom Cara and family have tuned in Scotland. Tom is my favourite Preston North End fan in the world. He's also pretty handy as a director too. Producer, director, all-round hero, you know. Big shout out to Tom and family.
On your left-hand side, you have a competitor from Switzerland.
On the inset there, bib number 134 is Sina Goetz of Switzerland. First of two Swiss athletes qualified in this women's semi-final. Park Hyung moving out of the ice now, and it's going to be another athlete at this section. Now, to give you an idea, Dmitry Grebenikov, who was one of our faster athletes, approached this ice block with just over a minute on the clock. Hyung Park has 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. He has absolutely flown, and initially you can tell he's got the height, and he's got the height. Look at that. Hyung Park, the first athlete to hit that hold with the high right hand, cruises that move as you would expect. This guy is of another league. He is in a league of his own. Excellent caliber of athlete, and I am not surprised to see him hit that hold and breeze past that move, makes clip number 8 and climbs his way into first place in this men's competition. Places his tool in that very tenuous position on that right hand. Those holds are hybrid of resin and metal, only have limited spots that you can place the tool, so you've got to be very precise indeed. Big left hand out there, keeping that body tension. I think it's going to need to be a hook over the top of that hold. Oh, he's just short and he's off. There's just too much, a very big move there for Hyung Park. He won't know, but he's already done enough to qualify for the finals. Being in 12th place, qualifying in 6th place and now being in 1st. Only 6 athletes ahead of him in this semi-finals. He's definitely through with a place. Angelika Reiner's tuned in late over there in Südtirol. Hope you're well, Angelika. We're missing you at the World Cups. If you are just joining us, a very warm welcome to the first lead semi-finals of the season. On your screens right now is Sina Goetz of Switzerland. The men and women are climbing simultaneously here. We just saw Hyung Park climb his way into first place in this men's semi-final. He's going to be followed by Alexei Dengin. Keep our attention on Sina Goetz. Currently has 3 minutes 44 seconds on the clock. Sina Goetz there in that steep section. As we've seen, you've got to move quickly through this horizontal part of the route. Athletes are really struggling with these moves. Clip number 9 has been really troublesome for a lot of the athletes. Nare Song and Sunga Son, the only athletes to get past that clip to number 10. Nare Song almost topping the route. On the inset there, bib number 33 is Alexei Dengin. Always has a smile on his face, the Russian climber. Sun well and truly set on Cheongsong, relying completely on the spotlights now. A lot of people asking about this structure. A couple of people direct messaged me using Atlee and Lonsdale. This structure is about 35 meters high, I believe. It's very, very high. The tallest structure in any of the competitions. Very impressive in Ice Valley. Nikolai Primarov tuning in, and Noah Bake. Look at this, all the athletes now. I'd much rather be seeing you guys on the wall rather than on the stream, but it's great to have you on board. Noah, why aren't you competing this season? Nikolai, same question for you. Where are you guys? Zina Gertz moving very steadily now. She's got past that terrible move at clip number 9. As we would expect, she's a very talented athlete. If she can clip number 10, that'll put her into 3rd place. If she can make a move off this Stein, that'll put her into 2nd place. Still has 1 minute and 4 seconds on the clock.
남자와 여자 선수들 각각 5명의 선수가 남아 있습니다. 자, 오늘 진행되고 있는 남녀 난이도 준결승 경기가 모두 끝이 나면 속도 예선도 오늘 펼쳐집니다. 이어서 펼쳐지기 때문에
Looks like she was going to cross over herself with the right hand.
즐겁게 봐주시고
She's changed her mind, gone to the Fig 4. You see on the right hand side of the screen there, Alexei Dengin moving up to that horizontal section gradually. Sina really needs to do that next move just for confidence more than anything. Already in a finals qualifying position. Oh, there it is, really nice move. Very strong in that right hand, matches the tool onto that hold. She's passing clip number 10 now. Another big move into the figure 4 over the right hand. It's another hook, very much front on. Time's up for Sina Gertz. That's a great effort from her nonetheless. She's in 2nd place now behind Nare Song and ahead of Sunga Son. Great effort from her, and we can go to Alexei Dengin now, who is flowing through those moves as we would expect. There he is, traversing that long ice block. It's clip 7 made for him. Three minutes on the clock for him, slightly behind the pace set by Hyung Park. So Dengin, again, cruising that move. 2 athletes to get past there now. Would expect that from both Dengin and Park. Kicks across with that left foot. Clip number 8 made. Very precise with that right tool, hitting it first time. Let's see if the slightly bigger frame of Dengin will make the difference on this move. He's not much taller than Hyung Park. DJ here really ramping up the tunes now. Oh, he's down. 2nd place so far there for Alexei Dengin. Just wasn't quite set on that right hand, it would appear. A little bit of shift with the hand. You saw as he went with the left, the right hand just popped out. He'll be waiting to see if that's enough, but we can tell you right now that's enough. Oh, Alexei Dengin. always has a smile on his face and always brings a smile to the face of spectators and athletes alike. Great to see him, and he will be in finals tomorrow.
예선전에서 상당히 좋은 결과를 얻었던 우리 백상혁 선수들입니다. 흥미진진한 경기 기대해 주셔도
8 men and 8 women will qualify for the finals, which take place tomorrow.
알렉시 선수였고요. 나머지 대한민국 선수가 올라오겠습니다. 이영권 선수가 준비하고 있습니다.
Speed finals begins tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. local time. Finals of the lead tomorrow will take place. We'll be live from 1:45 local time. PM, of course. On your screen now is Kim Jung-min of Korea.
자, 대한민국의 이영권 선수 출발합니다.
On your right hand side, we have a competitor from Korea, team number 22.
Wearing bib number 22 on your screen now is Lee Young-yeon.
자, 여러분들도 이제 집중을 해 주셔야 됩니다.
Kim Jung-min just taking a second to shake there as she reaches across
이영권 선수가
with that right hand.
펼치고 있습니다. 두 명의 대한민국 선수가 경기벽을 오르고 있는데요. 이 선수가 힘들어하는 모습이 보이고요. 계속해서 화이팅도 외쳐주시고 선수 힘낼 수 있도록 많은 콜을 해주시기 바라겠습니다.
네, 말 나온 김에 화이팅 한번 해볼까요? 하나, 둘, 셋, 화이팅!
목소리가 작아요. 다시 한번 하나, 둘, 셋, 화이팅!
Kim Jung-min into that horizontal section now. And as I've said multiple times, this has caused a lot of the athletes problems, certainly the earlier athletes. It was only when we got to Nare's song that we started to see consistent passing of that point with her and Sina Gertz getting to clip 10. Prior to that, only one athlete, Sunga Son, had got up there, and she still sits in a finals position despite qualifying in 16th place this morning.
지금 선수에게 박수를 부탁드립니다.
Please give a round of applause.
김정민 선수였습니다. 이제 여자 경기는 4명 선수, 4명의 선수가 남아 있고요. 그 중에서 대한민국 선수가 딱 1명.
So let's take a look at Young-yeon Lee. He's over there on that right hand side.
준비를 하고 있고요.
Powerful move in that undercut off clip number 4 to clip number 5. Making his way up to the first block of ice in that horizontal roof. Again, it's been a tough section for the athletes, this horizontal roof. Only Alexei Dengin and Hyung Park have managed to do the move off the third barrel up to the metal hold on the volume after it. We'll see this move in a second if Young-yeon Lee can get up there. Only a young lad is Lee Young-yeon, but he's very talented athlete, puts the work in. Pedigree of athletes that Korea manages to produce, very consistent. He placed 10th here last year. Also placed 7th in Rabenstein and 7th in Hochhuchotu. So let's see how he does on these next moves. Seems to have read it right again. Right hand in the low grip with the figure 9, left hand in the high grip with the figure 4. Generate the momentum using that foot, bit of a swing and then go high with the right hand. That repositioning of the feet looks like it might have stalled him out a bit. Let's see how he does here. One big reach. Oh, and he hits it first time. Excellent work from the young Korean. Figure 4 over the right hand as he opts to reach out there. Just doing that move alone guarantees him with a position in the finals tomorrow. Makes clip number 8, and he's got lots of time to play with. 1 minute 52 seconds on the clock for Young-yeon Lee. A lot of support from the crowd. Not sure if you guys can hear it back home, but they're really getting behind him. Oh, and he's off! That move again, proving very difficult. Hyung Park, Alexei Dengin, and now Lee Young-yeon have all fallen on that move. Great effort from him. Guaranteed place in the finals, assuming that something doesn't happen with the results. So on your screen right now, wearing bib number 132, quite possibly the finest ice climbing athlete that has ever graced the circuit. Maria Tolokanina, overall champion in 2009, 2013, 2014 and 2016. Last year alone she took 4 medals, 2 bronzes and 2 silvers in the overall World Cup, and the year before she even took a gold medal in Beijing. Last year she had a nightmare here, placing 20th overall. The year before that she won here. Very, very talented athlete. We have another Korean athlete joining us on the right hand side, but we'll stick with Tolokanina now. You can see in the screen, bib number 20 is Lee Chang-hyun. Tolokanina absolutely flying on this first section of the route. She's in that steepest section now with 3 minutes 25 on the clock. Davai Maria Tolokanina. Let's see how she fares on this next move. Of course, it has caused a lot of athletes some problems. I don't expect it to cause Maria any problems. She has slowed down a little bit in this steep section.
우리 꼬마 친구들의 응원의 열기가 쉽지를 않습니다. 그래서 여기는 아주 따뜻합니다, 여러분. 밖으로 나오십시오.
Takes that backhand on that granite block. Reaches out to the underside of that yellow volume. Yeah, moving really well, as you would expect. Maria Tolokanina now round to the front side of that yellow volume. Makes clip number 9 nice and easy. And heads over towards clip number 10. 2 minutes on the clock for her now. Really nice, smooth movements into that fig 4. Places the Stein with the left hand. There's clip number 10. 1 minute 12 seconds on the clock. Roughly the same amount of time that Hanare Song had at this point. Locks that left hand down. Nice, precise move there from Maria Tolokanina. Easily up to that hold by clip number 11. Using good shoulder stability to lock that left hand down. Matches on the high grip with the right hand. Turns it so she can go left hand and cross over herself. Really smart movement, keeps that tension really nicely. Look how long she's in that lock for. Unbelievable tricep strength. Interesting Krukonogi modifications to the underside of that axe. 8 seconds on the clock. Looks like she's going to get to a very similar position to Nare Song, perhaps one hold behind her. That's timeout, and I think it's almost identical in terms of the positioning. She will be allowed to finish the route and clip up the top, but it won't count. Big shout out to one of Britain's finest climbing talents. Jim Pope's watching. I'd like to see Jim Pope on a pair of axes in a nice climbing competition. Finals will take place tomorrow, starting here at 1:45 p.m. 1:45 p.m. for the finals tomorrow. And we are 9 hours ahead of the UK, so tomorrow morning you'll be able to watch in the UK, 8 hours ahead of Europe. So it'll be late morning in Europe. Nice early start if you want to watch in England. Over on the right hand side of the wall now, you can see there wearing bib number 20. It is still Cheongsong Lee. And he's made that move. Another finals place guaranteed for him. So he's in that tricky hold now. The intellect holds. Very, very difficult to use. Dual texture, and that point where the pick is metal. You have to be super precise in the positioning of your axe, and then this move is a big lock off the right hand. Swing with the left, and you've got to keep a lot of shoulder tension. You can see him isolating that right hand, keeping it as still as possible before he breaks out with that left. Not quite got the move there. Still has 35 seconds on the clock. If he can hit that hold, he'll go into first place. He's close. But is he close enough? Oh, not quite. Oh, and that is his attempt over. In the men's competition now we have 3 men left, and the same in the women's as well. In the women's competition, the next athlete will be Wonseon Shin. She'll be followed by Laura von Almen and Ema McSwiggan. Ema McSwiggan of Ireland qualifying in first place today. Amazing work from her. Men's competition, it'll be Young-Hye Kwon out next, followed by Mohammad Reza Safdarian of Iran and Nikolai Kuzovlev of Russia.
On your left-hand side, you have a next competitor from Korea, team number 115, Shin Un-Sung.
And there she is, Wonseon Shin. Last year's overall winner. Last year at this very competition, Wonseon Shin placed 3rd. She won in Sazfei and in Rabenstein. Correction. I was actually reading Nare Song's results. Oh dear. They're next to each other on my spreadsheet of glory. Wonseon Shin placed 1st here in Cheongsong last year. She won here, and she also won in China. She placed 2nd in Sazfei and Rabenstein. Song won in Sazfei and Rabenstein, and then placed 3rd in Cheongsong. So they were very close all season, but it was of course Wonseon Shin that took the overall title and is the reigning world champion. There is Young-Hye Kwon, very consistent finalist for the Korean team. So far, Wonseon Shin moving very smooth through this lower, less overhanging section.
최윤성 선수와 허정혜 선수.
큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
Wonseon Shin looking a little tangled and a little tired in this steeper section as she traverses through the horizontal roof. Be interesting to see if she can regain composure, because if she was to fall here, it would be a very sketchy situation indeed as to whether or not she would qualify for finals. Definitely need to take a look at those results if she fell this low. Seems to be regaining composure and moving well again.
On your right-hand side, we have a competitor representing Iran. Team number 8, Cafeteria Korea Muhammad Reza.
So she's round the front side of that yellow volume now, places the Fig 4 over the left hand to reach out with the right. 1:50 on the clock, so she's still got lots of time. And if she can keep the pace up, she'll actually be ahead of time from where the other athletes were. Both Tolokanina and Song getting to the penultimate hold on the route, but not quite topping. In the men's competition, still no tops. $13 clips total in the women's, 11 in the men's. High point in the women's is 12.2, and the high point in the men's is 8.2. So, being untied there is Mohammad Reza Safdarian, and I'm just looking up at his rope, and he's untying from clip number 3. Now, I don't know if we'll get to see a replay of that, but that is disappointingly low from the Iranian climber. I don't know what happened there. I didn't see it. I was watching Shin and just trying to refresh the results to get a look at the screen. But yeah, Safdarian fell very, very low. Wonseon Shin's timed out at clip number 12. Great effort from her. But that is a really disappointing result for the Iranian climber. It doesn't appear that any technical incident's been called. It just seems that he fell low. And I was certainly expecting to see his name in the finals. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case.
Now we only have two remaining athletes in semi-finals and only one man for the semi-finals.
Remaining climbers in the competition now. In the men's competition will be Nikolai Kuzovlev. In the women's we still have Laura von Allmen and Emma McSwiggan. I can tell you some results. Why don't we take a quick look at them? In 17th place is Young-Hye Kwon. 16th place, Mohammad Reza Safdarian. It looks like it's confirmed. Clip number 3. He's followed by Masato Nakajima, Anton Yemov, Jeong Kuk-seo, Sergei Tarasov, Anton Grebenikov. Top 10 athletes so far. Kwangmin Lee, Naton Clare, Gihado Kadota, Kim Min Chol in 7th. So these are your finalists now as it stands. Only Kuzovlev can change this. 8th place Gihado Kadota, 7th place Kim Min Chol, 6th place Kevin Lindlau, 5th place Dmitry Grebenikov, 4th place Park Hyung, 3rd place Alexei Denkin, 2nd place Jung Yeon Lee, and 1st place Chang Hyun Lee. So amazing work for Kevin Lindlau making his first ever finals. In the women's competition, as I said, we have 2 athletes remaining. So those results still can change, but looking at qualifying finals so far, Marion Thomas sits in the danger zone in 8th place. Ham Young Mi of Korea in 7th, Coralie Jury in 6th of France, Sunga Son in 5th of Korea, Tina Gertz of Switzerland in 4th, Won Shin of Korea in 3rd, Hanore Song in 2nd, Maria Telekanina sits in 1st. Laura von Allmen on the screen there. We'll try and keep that picture up as long as we can. I know there's plenty of Swiss people tuned in wanting to watch Laura. Kuzovlev on the right hand side, climbing through the low sections of his route. We'll do our best to give you both athletes action for as much of this route as possible. Von Allmen moving nice and quickly through that low section. Kuzovlev moving very rhythmically. Kuzovlev on that right hand side. Laura von Allmen moving up from clip 1 towards 2 now. Traversing across that whole wide panel section. Moving that centre of gravity. Kuzovlev moving really quickly, hits clip 5, still 4 minutes and 57 seconds on the clock. Kuzovlev swings out with that left hand to that ice barrel. You can see in the shot below him Laura von Allmen moving up in that low section of the route, just moving between clips 3 and 4. There she is. Kuzovlev traversing that ice barrel. There's both athletes at the same time. Perfect shot there. Kuzovlev on that right hand side, moving off the barrel. Again, another hard move come in, and only a couple of athletes have managed to successfully do it in the men's route. Laura van Almen moving up into that hanging groove on the right hand side there, on your left hand side of the screen. Kozlovlev easily making that move from clip 7 towards clip 8. Smart in readjusting the rope over the block. Makes clip number 8 nice and easy, and he still has 3 minutes on the clock, plenty of time left. And we know that these next moves, it's not about time, it's about precision. It's been very hard. The athletes have had real trouble off that intellect hold, not being able to keep that tension on the right shoulder to make this next move. It's such a long reach. Oh my gosh, Kozlovlev just made that look easy. He made that look like a warm-up. Little cut loose with the right hand, no problem at all. Kept calm, remained composed, as you would expect of one of the champions of the sport. He's definitely one to watch this season. Laura van Almen moving in that steep section now on the route, on the inset on the screen. Nikolai Kozlovlev at this point stands in first place for this semi-final, going into tomorrow's finals. If you do want to watch tomorrow, then you can tune in. I will be here with you. We'll be live at 1:45 p.m. local time. If you're watching from Europe, we are 8 hours ahead of Central Europe, 9 hours ahead of the UK, 17 hours ahead of the Pacific West Coast, if you want to extrapolate that way. If you want to make it easy for yourself, you can go to time.is/Cheongsong, and that will give you an accurate idea of how many hours ahead or behind you are from us here, so you can tune in. But 1:45 p.m. local time. What you can also do is subscribe to the YouTube or Facebook channels, and you'll be notified when we go live. Tomorrow's speed and lead finals taking place, and they're going to be fantastic, I promise you that. Nikolai Kozlovlev itching and edging towards the top. 1 minute 11 seconds on the clock for him, plenty of time. Laura von Almen still in that horizontal roof section, 1 minute 56 seconds for her. Needs to climb out to that yellow volume and then around the front of it. Could we see a top here from Kozlovlev? It will be the only top of the semi-finals if we do. Look at that, he knows he has time. Taking his time to shake. Remain composed. Oh, Laura von Almen just fell. We'll see that in a second on the replay, hopefully. Oh, look at that, Kozlovlev dinos across. Amazing work there. Tops the route with that big leap over to the left shoulder. While that was happening, Laura von Almen fell. Nikolai Kozlovlev, the only male athlete to top the route, and climbs into first place. Supreme confidence and composure. Excellent work from him. Shake of the hand and a hug from the chief route setter. That was, of course, Kim Jong-hyun, to greet him there, to say, well done, look at that, what a big finish. Stunning work there from the Russian. And Laura von Almen falling below that 9th clip, and I think that will mean she hasn't quite done enough to make finals. We'll have to wait and see. One athlete remains now. We've had 18 men and 17 women. First place qualifier in the women's competition today. Here's that replay of Laura von Almen. Oh, there, just fatigued again. The athlete's really struggling with those moves, spending so much time in the horizontal. She couldn't quite hold on. She was out of there. Disappointingly low for her, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the arena now, Ireland's Emma McSwiggan.
셔틀버스가 7시에 있습니다. 7시에.
I know a lot of people have tuned in to see Ema.
뒤편에 도로 쪽에서 출발하는 셔틀버스가 7시에 있습니다. 7시에 경기장에서 호텔로 갑니다. 호텔로 가는 버스 7시에 있으니까요. 선수분들이 선수식장에서 식사하시고 호텔로 갈 사람들은 셔틀버스 타시고 호텔 쪽으로 가시면 되겠습니다. 영어로도 말씀드릴게요.
I have an announcement for the all athletes. You can have a dinner in the cafeteria, and from 7 we have a shuttle bus from here to the hotel. So you can take the bus from here to the hotel at 7 o'clock.
And there she is, Ireland's Ema McSwiggan, first place qualifier this morning in the lead qualifications. I spoke to Ema yesterday at registration. She said that she wasn't in her best shape, that she didn't feel like she'd trained enough. She is painfully humble, sometimes to a detriment. Fantastic climber, excellent athlete, with a great story too. We'll have more of that story in a short interview and film that we made with her. You'll be able to watch that tomorrow in the finals broadcast.
우리 한국 선수들 안내 말씀드리겠습니다. 지금 식사 가능하니까요. 선수식장에서 식사하시고 7시에 셔틀버스가 있다고 합니다. 호텔로 가는 셔틀버스 7시에 탑승하셔서 호텔 갈 선수들은 호텔 쪽으로 이동을 해주시면 됩니다.
You can have dinner in the cafeteria, and there is a shuttle bus from here to the hotel at 7 o'clock.
So here goes Ema. Crosses over herself with the right hand, matches in with the left to allow her to step out to that hold just by clip number 1. Kicks across. Nice balance. And shoulders into that hold with the right hand in the high grip now. Good stability up to that small metal hold on that volume next to clip 2. And here she goes. There is clip number 2. Ema McSwiggan, the last athlete in this lead semi-final, the first of the 2019 UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup season. Big lock off that right hand on the underside of that hold to hit the left hand hook. Nice precise placement, and she matches in and goes again with the left. So she's into that hanging groove now, into the Stein, kicks across into that slightly bridged position. Takes a moment to shake. 3 minutes 47 on the clock. In classic Emma McSwiggan style, she's going ever so slow. Always the feedback for Emma is to pick up the pace, but at this point we know that even just getting past clip number 9 will be enough to see her through to the finals. So she doesn't know that. Of course, she's been in isolation for the last few hours, but she might have a good idea by the speed that the semi-finals taken place. So needs to take care. She's just got tangled in the rope there. We've seen a few athletes doing that. She'll probably fix it here. There you go, yeah. Fig 9 on the right, clipping over herself. Waiting with bated breath now. Hopefully Emma can keep it together. Would love to see Emma making the finals here, especially after such a solid qualification round. Hits that left hand into the hook position. Figure 9. That's clip number 8 made. And she's onto the underside of 9 now. That's a really nice bit of progress. Can she get to the front side of it? It's crucial that she does for the placing in the rankings. There it is. And if she can get to clip 10, then we know for sure that she's in with a good chance, almost certainly making it into the finals. There we go, moving really nicely now. Emma's looking really solid. Little slip of the left foot, but it's all right. Into the figure 4 with the right hand, left leg. Good Stein now by clip number 10. Nice solid position. She can take a second. Makes the clip. Let's see how she does this next move. We've seen it done direct and we've seen it done with a fig 4. I'm going to guess that Emma's going to opt to go fig 4. I'm totally wrong. She goes direct. Excellent, strong position there from her and really decisive movement. 22 seconds on the clock. Hits that next hold very precisely. Lovely work from the Irish climber. Matches high grip onto that one. 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5. Can she make clip number 11? It's looking unlikely with that time. That's her time up. They'll let her make it probably. She needs to take care not to Z clip. No, she hasn't, of course. So that's clip number 11 made, but that won't count. It'll be 10.2 for her, possibly 10.3. Emma McSwiggan almost certainly through to the finals there. Great work and just enough from the Irish climber. And that, of course, concludes our semi-final here in Cheongsong. So, on that note, I will remind you once more. Tomorrow we have lead and speed finals. Speed finals begin at 8:30 local time. Lead finals will begin at 1:45 local time. We hope that you have enjoyed this first semi-final of the season. It's been action-packed and of course some shocks. We saw Mohammad Reza Safdarian falling very low on the route. No finals for him. Very disappointing, especially after such a wonderful performance in qualifiers and in Moscow. In the women's competition, again, a few names that we would have expected to see in there will not be visiting us tomorrow in the finals. You can go to results.theuiaa.org to see the live results from this round of the competition. My name's Liam Lonsdale. You can contact me directly on @LiamLonsdale, and of course the UIAA on @UIAA Mountains. Use the hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing, and until tomorrow, we wish you a very good night from Cheongsong, South Korea. Have a good one.
어서 하시고 잠시 후에 또 숙소 예선 펼쳐지니까요. 오실 분들은 즐겁게